Hey, I haven't been around for a while. I realized that just now. Um, Nothing too exciting going on. I am exhausted right now for some reason. I have no idea, but yet I can't go to sleep at nights. So I'm hoping it's 7 p.m. here right now, and I'm hoping to turn my TV off by 8 8:30 and I want to sleep. I had issues getting up this morning. My husband woke up because he works second shift and he asked why I wasn't up yet. Well, I took my shower last night. I got up at 6 o'clock. I was out of my house by 6:15 and stuck in traffic. But I'm so exhausted. I can tell by my eyes, I just look like poo. Anyhow, I think last time I I don't even know when it was, but my husband and I went on a European Mediterranean cruise. We flew to Barcelona. We love cruising. To me, cruising's relaxing, except for that Mediterranean cruise. Because we went to Rome, Naples, Pompeii. We saw Pompeii, the Colosseum, the Vatican. Went to France, jumped on a train, and went and saw somebody my husband served a mission with in England. So we did that, but that was so exhausting. We were up by 6 a.m. every day and back on the boat by 5 ish. And we'd go to dinner, and then I was ready for bed. And we would do it. We did it for 5 days in a row. We had one sea day. It was a 7 day cruise, and it was nice to see everything. But like I said, exhausting. And that's what I tell people. It was exhausting. Now we have a cruise booked in June, and that's going to be with all four of our kids, my son's girlfriend, my mother and father, my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law, my oldest sisters. One turns 50 the day we get on the boat, her husband, their two kids, and both their kids are bringing friends. And then my other sister and her husband and their three kids. The kids range from 10 years old, which is my stepdaughter, 12-year-old, that's my stepdaughter. Then I have a 15-year-old, which is my daughter. And then we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, a couple 21-year-olds. So 24. So to me, the kids at least can run the boat. The 10-year-old has to stay at least with the 12-year-old or the 15-year-old at all times. She's not allowed to run the boat alone. So that's in June. It's only a 4 day cruise. And we told the kids we'd take them to Universal's. I'm dreading that. It was originally going to be Disney, but we changed it because Star Wars will not be at Disney yet. And I told my husband that's a ways to go. And we always told the girls we'd take them back as they got older. So now we're going to Universal's. We booked at a resort, and the resort is one of the Portofino Bay. I'll just say it. It's kind of upbeat. It's one of their higher end of the resorts. We did a 5 nights there, and we did 5 day hoppers. I told my husband, I'm going to die. There's no way I could do all that walking. He said, if we go for 2 hours, you can go back to the room, rest, take a break. Then we can go back later, so we don't have to stay at the park all day, every day. And he says, I'm happy if we just go 3 days. He goes, the only difference in price was $120 between the 3 day to the 5 day for five of us. Now, my son and his girlfriend have decided to go, but I tried to get them in our room. We'd have to upgrade to a different suites, and it was going to, price range was like almost 2000 over, yeah, about $2,800 more to add my son and his girlfriend, and they're only staying 2 nights. So I got them in a lower end resorts for Universals and 2 day hopper passes. And then they'll fly home on a Wednesday, and we'll come back on Saturday. September, my husband and I are going on another cruise out of Galveston on the Dream. I'm looking forward to that. That was a last minute decision made about a month and a half ago, maybe. And it's 5 days, so we thought, what the heck? Again, I don't have to get off the boat, and we don't get off the boat sometimes depending on where we go, especially Cozumel. We've been to Cozumel 6 times, I believe. So we don't get off the boat in Cozumel anymore. And I'm happy with just staying on the boat. To me, that's relaxing, and I can just sit there and do nothing. And February, we are going on another cruise. I've never had this many cruises booked at once, and I've been told I'm not allowed to book anymore. So anyways, February is on Carnival's newest ship, the Horizon. I think I'm going to end up being a travel agent just so I can take advantage of the perks. I don't even care if anybody uses me. I love traveling, especially cruising. But February is a 6-day cruise. So, and that goes to Cozumel again. So we will be staying on the boat. It does hit the Caymans. Caymans was one of my favorite ports. So I might get off there. It all depends on how I feel. And it'll be at our leisure. I'm not planning any excursions. So if I get off, we'll get off and walk around for a little bit and get back on. Now, the one I'm most excited about, the 4th cruise we have booked, is for September 2020. And this is on Carnival's newest ship called Carnival Mardi Gras. It will be the 2nd sailing. I tried to con my husband into letting us book the maiden voyage, which is out of Copenhagen to London. Well, we are flying to London. I talked to my mother-in-law. She has always wanted to go to London since my husband lived there for 2 years. She'd like to see it. So we are going to go 4 days early. And my husband said we could see all of London in one day, really. Hop on, like I thought we could do the hop on, hop off bus thing tour. So we'll see if that works. But I want to fly over on a Saturday and stay 4 nights. Then we get on the boat, and it's a 14-day cruise back to the United States. So we only have 4 ports, and then we have, well, the rest of it's sea days. We have 6 sea days in a row. I've never had that many. I've never been on a boat for 14 days. So we're excited to see if we enjoy it or not. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I am just ecstatic about that. Like I said, we booked on Friday. My in-laws booked on Sunday. She called around 9 p.m. and she said, Kyle's not answering the phone. I said, Game of Thrones is on. She's like, oh. So she wanted to share that she had booked, and I was ecstatic because then I'll know somebody on the boat, and we'll probably sit there and play euchre. And I know some people don't know what euchre is because I think it's more, I've heard it's a Midwest card game. However, we love euchre in our family. Whenever we go over to Indianapolis to visit my in-laws, we play euchre. Whenever they come over to here, we play euchre. So I'm going to take a couple decks of cards with us when we go on the cruise in June because my parents play, my in-laws play, both my sisters and their husbands play. So it's just something to do. On our downtime, we can play cards. It'll be fun. But like I said, I like cruising. It's relaxing to me. And I'm 41 years old. So I figure, I've had Sjogrens since I think it started at 15, 16. I was diagnosed after my son was born in 1999. So here we are, 2019. It'll be 20 years this year. And I just take it day by day, and I'm hoping that the Sjogrens doesn't ever get worse. Even though I feel like there are days I am getting worse, and there's days I have really good days. Now, I don't miss work much. I hate missing work. I feel guilty missing work, even though they can miss me at work because I have a great job. But now I figured, in 10 years from now, I may not want to do anything. So I'm trying to get everything I possibly can done now in my younger years. So I don't know. So I'm just here I am. I can't think of anything to say because I'm there. Oh, speaking of things to say. So I was talking to one of my bosses at work today, and I was trying to tell him a story, and I could not think of the word I wanted to use. And I told him, I said, there's a word I want to use, and I can't think of it. And I still to this, I don't even remember what our story was about. But that's just the story of my life. I feel so ignorant when I talk to people, because I can't think of things to say at times. And I know I look like hell. I apologize. I am laying in my bed. I'm freezing. It is, let's see, 79 degrees outside our house. I got up to like 80 something, low 80s, which is rare at this time of year. We're in Ohio. and I am freezing, so this is my heated blankets that I love, and I have that on me right now, and it's the best thing in the world. Sorry, I got a little close. I came home from work and I worked in my stepdaughter's room because they live in Texas most of the year. They come at summer and Christmas every year. Anyways, I worked in my stepdaughter's room, was cleaning out all her drawers of clothes that I know do not fit her, and now I'm washing. She had clothes that were left over from Christmas that were in her dirty hamper, so I'm washing those. And I don't know, I think I got exhausted just from doing that, and I'm hoping to go to bed early. So, I already said that. Anyhow, did you notice my ADD kicked in? I was telling you a story about what I was talking with one of my bosses, and I totally forgot, and then I switched over. I do that an awful lot, too. Anyhow, well, I know I hadn't posted for a while, and I will try to post more. I'm going to go through my videos now and see if I have anything good to post on my videos, from anything, just to maybe brighten somebody's day. Hope everybody has a great day. Take care.